2, 3, funk it.
My darling, I love you, 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 I love you. I love you, 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 I love you. I love you, 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 I love you. I love you, 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 I love you.
Channel, guys. As you can see, well, you may not be able to see, I'm packing for Orlando. We got a busy, busy week. Maternity shoot this week, baby shower this Saturday, and 3D, 4D ultrasound this Saturday. But to keep me on track, I made a list of things we're going to talk about so that I don't forget. I was supposed to make this video at least 2 weeks ago. But the third trimester hit me kind of hard, and so I have been struggling for 2 weeks. And I will tell you with what things. They said this third trimester starts at 28 weeks, but one of my apps said 27 weeks, so I counted it at 27 weeks. But today I'm currently 29 weeks and 4 days. So you might as well say I'm 30 weeks. And so I'm well into the third trimester at this point. So let's start with the list and just go down with what I've been struggling with. First things first, I had a OB appointment at 28 weeks. And so basically all OB appointments are the same thing. You go, they weigh you, take your blood pressure, you pee in a cup, then they come in the room, they measure your uterus, the height and size of your uterus. They listen to the baby, say, do you have any questions, and release you. It's like literally a 10-minute appointment. So I had an appointment last, I think my appointment was last Monday. It had to be Monday the 16th, yeah. November 16th, I had a 28-week appointment. So, a couple of things happened at this appointment. First things first, of course, I got weighed. As I said in one of my earlier videos, I started this pregnancy at 264 pounds. I had gotten back heavy during this quarantine, but through my first trimester, I lost about 7 or 8 pounds, and I really haven't gained most of it back. So at this appointment, I weighed in at 259 on the dot. And usually when I weigh myself at home, I'm always between 258 and 259. So I haven't reached my starting weight as of yet. So I weighed in at 259 at this appointment. My blood pressure was 120/73. My pulse was 88. And then my urine sample was good. She measured the baby, and according to my uterus height, or my fundal height, size of my uterus, she's still measuring almost 2 weeks ahead. And so at 28 weeks, I was measuring 30 weeks pregnant. So she's about 2 weeks ahead currently, which they say is normal. They say it's normal to measure a week or two ahead, but she's been almost 2 weeks ahead the entire pregnancy. Every time they measure me since, or I've had ultrasound since 15 weeks, she's always measured 2 weeks ahead. So she's measuring 2 weeks ahead, and then they listen to the heart rate, and her heart rate was high 140s, almost 150. And it was early in the morning, so potentially it could be higher throughout the day because she moves a lot. But in the morning, or this appointment was like 8:30 in the morning. At 8:30 in the morning, she was in the high 140s, almost 150. At this appointment, I also had to take my timed glucose test, the 1 hour. Now, I did tell y'all I took a glucose test at 6 weeks because of my weight. You know, they didn't want to say that, but I had to take a glucose test at 6 weeks So I had to drink the drink, wait, the colorful drink. I had orange, wait 1 hour, then get my blood drawn. And if I pass it, they leave me alone. If not, I have to take the 3 hour. Well, I failed the 1 hour the first time, so I ended up taking the 3 hour test where I drink it again and they draw my blood once each hour for 3 hours. And they draw it in the beginning. I passed the 3 hour. Well, now when you hit the between 26 and 28 weeks, they test you again to make sure that you don't have gestational diabetes. And so that's diabetes that you only get when you're pregnant. So I took that test last week as well, and I failed it again, the 1 hour. And it's easy to fail the 1 hour because the scale is very small. I think it's only like, for them to consider a pass, it's between 90 and 135. And I think my glucose this time was like 159 or something. So it wasn't too high. They said when you read on the internet or you ask your doctor, they're really only concerned if it's over 200 and above. So I really didn't fail it by a lot, but it's easy to fail the 1 hour test. So today I had to go and take the 3 hour test, which I'm still sitting here anxiously awaiting the results of that. So I had to go in this morning. I had to fast all night from about 10, 11 o'clock. So this morning I went at 8. They drew my blood at 8. Then they gave me the drink. Again, I had orange again. Then they drew my blood at 9:35, 10:35, and 11:35, and then I could go. And so now I'm just waiting. And the goal of the test is to show your glucose levels, your sugar levels going down each hour, not staying the same or rising. So I'm not really worried because I don't have any issues. My pregnancy has been low risk and normal, so I'm not really worried about having gestational diabetes. I actually expected to fail the 1 hour. So there's that. Now, for symptoms, like I haven't had too many, but it's like the third trimester started really hitting me. And so some of the things that I've had, they've either intensified or I have new things. And so going down my list, the first major one is heartburn. Heartburn. So I've had issues with heartburn since about 15 or 16 weeks. But it wasn't bad. It was just like, depending on what I eat, every now and then I may have some heartburn, and I have to take a few Tums or sit up a little while, and it goes away. Well, now my heartburn feels like I literally can breathe fire. For example, last night when I had heartburn, it literally felt like I swallowed some Vicks Vapor Rub, or like I had ate a handful of cough drops. And so my chest just felt all open, but it was really just burning. It was real bad heartburn. And I ended up having to take some Tums, drink some water, and eventually I fell asleep and it went away. So heartburn is a big one. And honestly, it doesn't matter what I eat. Does not matter what I eat. It could be literally anything and I will get heartburn from it. So it's not even a matter of trying to change what I eat because everything gives me heartburn at this point. The second biggest one is going to the bathroom all night. So some people have that issue through their whole pregnancy. I didn't. I had it maybe between weeks 4 and 8 or 9. And then once I really was truly in my pregnancy, I didn't have that issue. Now I'm using the bathroom like every couple hours, sometimes 3, 4, 5 times a night. I think last night I got up at least 4 times. I got up at least 4 times. So there's that. Like my bladder, the bigger she gets, it feels like she just sits right on my bladder. So like it's almost like she steps on it, kicks it, and like I have to go to the bathroom right now. And it don't even be a lot, despite how much water I drink and stuff. Every time I go to the bathroom, it's not like I'm just peeing a lot. But it's just the fact that however she moves or wherever she goes, that determines when I have to go. So peeing all night. What's another one? Pelvic pressure. So I have this issue on and off, but now as I get closer to 30 weeks and then towards the end in this third trimester, it is quite terrible. It feels almost like it feels like a bowling ball is just in my pelvic area, just sitting. Like when you get up from a seated position, it just feels like I have to walk wide. I have to walk with my legs like this because it feels like she's sitting right in my pelvic area. And it almost feels like if you ask someone that's been pregnant before, it feels like she's literally about to fall out some days. So taking soaking baths and Epsom salt, hot showers, that helps some, but it's very temporary. Like it's not something that's a permanent solution. So pelvic pressure, let's look at the list. We have loss of appetite. That's a new one. So now, I wasn't just eating a lot in the first place. I was still eating normal, but now, ever so often, like last week I had a day where I just didn't want to eat anything. All I wanted was a smoothie and some fruit. So that's definitely different. I don't know if it's just because my appetite is changing, but I literally was not in the mood to eat. And if you were watching my previous videos, you know that I couldn't have smoothies because I was being nauseous and throwing up from smoothies. But I had one that day, and somehow I managed to keep that down. So maybe that was just a second trimester thing. Maybe it's now gone. We're going to hope so because I really did miss smoothies. So, loss of appetite, and then Charlie horses / leg cramps. So now, every other night when I'm sleeping, if I try to stretch out while I'm sleeping, I get a leg cramp. And if you've ever had a Charlie horse in your leg or your calf, you know that that's absolutely the worst feeling. Because I can't stand up and try to stretch it out. I can't get rid of it. I literally just have to sit there and take it. It's like literally the worst feeling. Lots of leg cramps. I drink enough water, so drinking water is not the issue. I'm super, 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 super tired. So I went from having a lot of energy to feeling like if I go to the store or to get something to eat and I come back up the stairs, I'm tired and I feel like I need a nap. I just feel like I'm not getting an adequate amount of sleep, even though I do go to sleep at night. Now, that's another thing. I don't stay asleep because if I get up to use the bathroom, whether it's at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, it takes me at least an hour or more sometimes to get back to sleep. So I have that little piece of insomnia where I'm searching the internet or just on social media because sleep, it just doesn't happen again. I just have to wait until I go to sleep again. I have to wait till it kicks back in. Let's see what else. Finding comfortable positions to sleep in. So my child likes the right side of my body. She likes to ball up on the right side of my body. And so I'm a right side sleeper, which means me and her are constantly fighting on which side I should sleep in. Now, I've been giving in and sleeping on the left side, but I'm not always comfortable sleeping on my left side, even though it's supposed to be good for you, for blood flow and digestion. But I've been giving in because if I sleep on my right side, where she constantly is balled up or stays, she kicks and moves and flips and does a lot until I either ignore it, she gets tired, or I just give in and I flip. And she, like I said before, she's bigger now, so her kicking is starting to hurt. It doesn't feel always pleasant. I know from the movies and stuff, everyone thinks it's lovely when you feel your child kick. Don't let me take that away from anybody. It's very lovely at first. When you're around 14, 15 weeks and almost finishing the second trimester, and you first feel your baby move, it is lovely. It's like little flutters, little kicks here and there. But when you get to be about 25 weeks and above, those kicks pack a punch. So when she kicks, it tends to hurt. She has a lot of energy and a lot of power. So if she kicks me, it tends to hurt. Especially if she kicks me on top of my cervix or my bladder, or if she kicks me really, really high. So there's that. It hurts. It freaking hurts really bad. So, excuse me, when you are trying to get comfortable at night and go to sleep and you have a baby that refuses to let you sleep the way you want to, you just give in, because I'm not going to fight with her about what side to sleep on and get my behind kicked. And I think she has long legs. They did tell me that at her anatomy scan that she had some nice long legs, because I'm starting to feel her in my rib cage. So right up under here where your ribs start, I'm starting to feel her kick under there and jab me under there. And that, I'm telling you, that's not pleasant. And I can feel her right here by my sternum kicking. So she's must be pretty long. Speaking of heartburn, I have heartburn now that's trying to attack me early. And I haven't even eaten much today. And whatever the checkers I ate is tearing me up. So finding comfortable positions to sleep in. I sleep with the pregnancy pillow between my thighs to like apply pressure. And I kind of sleep with my stomach flat to the mattress, because if I sleep with it elevated on anything, it doesn't really feel the best either. Still, like I said, no weight gain. Okay, and so when I got my blood drawn at my appointment, they were saying that my iron is still low, even though I've been taking an iron pill almost every day when I can remember it. Since I was 6 weeks pregnant, my iron is still low. They're still saying I'm kind of anemic. So now, in the next couple weeks, they want to give me what is called a IV Iron Infusion. So I have to go to the infusion center and get hooked up to a machine and sit for 2 to 3 hours as they pump iron into my body. And it takes 3 sessions of that. It takes 3 sessions of iron. So I have to sit there and I have to go back on 3 different occasions. And so that will start in December, where I go and I start getting those infusions. What else have I not talked about? So what we have coming up. So the baby shower is this Saturday. So there will be a vlog of the baby shower being put up at least by Sunday or Monday of this upcoming week. So baby shower coming up. That's going to be very exciting. Lots of games.
You folding my stuff too?
Yeah, I was folding all the stuff that was down here.
Aww.
So can you move all that stuff closer?
Okay.
Please be careful. So, baby shower coming up. This Friday I do have my maternity shoot, and so everyone should look out for those pictures, because I'm really excited about that. I can't tell y'all what I'm wearing just yet, because I want y'all to wait to see the pictures, but I have all of these accessories, and I have 2 different outfits, so it's going to be an outfit change, and I'm really excited about that. On Saturday, we also have the 3D 4D ultrasound, so I finally get to see what she may really, really look like, which is what I'm hoping she cooperates, because for ultrasound, she tends to not cooperate. But I've learned since my last ultrasound at 20 weeks how to get her to move. So laying on my right side, having some sweet stuff, maybe some cold water or some orange juice, really gets her moving early in the morning. So if I do that, I'm hoping to really get some good pictures to post on the page. So make sure you're following the Instagram so that you can catch those pictures and little clips of the 3D 4D ultrasound. Also, when I come back next week, we're going to have a vlog on setting up the birthing space. So if you've been watching my videos or you've been following my page, then you know so far that I am having a home water birth with a midwife and a doula. If not, then now you do know I'm having a home water birth. So I have already secured the birthing tub. And so when I come back, I'm going to be setting up that space. But I can go ahead and tell you some of the supplies that I need. So I already have the birthing tub. And I'm going to set it up in my sunroom. And so when I set it up, I'm going to set up the camera so that you can see that. But I need shower curtains or liners for the floor, because you don't want anything to leak on the floor. I want blackout curtains for my sunroom because I want to black those out and I want to hang my lights. I've made 2 birth and affirmation vision boards. I need a hose, which is inexpensive. I need, what else do I need? I need liners, I need a hose. I got the pool, the curtains. I need towels on standby. My midwife will have her own supplies that she needs. And that's literally it, and myself. So we are definitely going to have a birth vlog when that happens. We still got 10 weeks to prepare for that. What's up? Let me see. Hold it up, please. Yeah. So, we will definitely record setting that up and letting everybody see how that's going to be in the house. And so, definitely excited about that. The last time I met with my midwife, she told me that I could start taking red raspberry leaf tea. And I'm going to show y'all the box. And so, this is the tea that I'm taking. Organic raspberry leaf, red raspberry leaf tea. So, I've only been taking a cup a day since I was 25 weeks. But when I get to about 35 weeks, I'm going to up it to about 2-3 cups. And then when I get to like 36, 37 weeks, I'm going to up it to like 4 cups a day. What red raspberry leaf tea does is it's supposed to help tone your uterus. So it's supposed to help tone the uterus so that when you do start to have contractions, they are more productive. So instead of just having contractions for the sake of having contractions, red raspberry leaf tea is supposed to help so that when you have contractions, they are productive in helping you thin and dilate. So instead of just having a contraction, something is going to be happening with these contractions when it's time. So red raspberry leaf tea, when I get to about 36 weeks, I'm going to start taking, or eating rather, dates. Dates is some type of fruit. They almost look like prunes to me, but dates are supposed to help with the thinning of the cervix and also help tone the uterus. And I'm going to be taking evening primrose oil. That's a vitamin to help soften and thin the cervix as well. So I got all these things I'll be talking about as I'm doing them. But if you look behind me this way, you'll see the yoga ball. So that's for stretching, rotating hips, all that good stuff. And then so I'm going to really start getting on my tea and taking my tea and starting this preparation process. Let me see, look at my list. Did I miss anything? No, I think I hit everything. This has been a process. It's been a fun process. And honestly, coming to the last 10 weeks, it seems a little surreal. But I'm definitely excited. Buying lots of clothes and car seats and diapers and wipes and all of these things. So every day it becomes a little bit more real. And then on top of that, like I said, she's very active. She's a very active baby. She moves a whole lot. At night, in the morning, throughout the day. She flips, she kicks, she punches. Sometimes she just balls up and sits in one spot. But I can definitely feel her throughout the day. So I don't really worry too much because I feel her moving constantly. You're supposed to start doing what they call a kick count at 28 weeks. So when they start kicking or moving, you're supposed to count for an hour. How many times did they move and kick in that hour? And if you feel decreased movement, you're supposed to go in and get monitored. But so far, she's fine. She moves every day, all day. Right before I press record on this vlog, she was moving away. And so I'm starting, according to my app, she can respond to outside stimuli. So she does respond to music. Like if I'm listening to music, she will move. If I talk to her sometimes, she will move a lot. If I am rubbing my stomach, I do feel her kick back or push back. Could be a coincidence, but they're saying that she can respond or kind of react a little bit. And so I'm starting to see more of that reaction. Hold on, you want to take this?
Oh no.
I'm like, wait a minute, you didn't even want that. She's starting to react more. And so now when I come back from the baby shower, my doctor's appointments are now every 2 weeks, and they're about to move up to being every week. And when they start moving up to every week, things get real. So I'm not sure, but I was told that my next real appointment I should have what's called a growth scan. It's like an ultrasound to see an estimate of how big she is, and to project how big she may be at birth, to make sure everything's fine. I haven't heard an estimated weight for her since 20 weeks. And at 20 weeks, she was basically a pound. She was 15 ounces, almost a pound, estimating. And like I told you, she's already measuring almost 2 weeks ahead. So everybody can put their guesses in the comments, or you can write on my Instagram when I put up the post. But I'm taking estimates on how much everyone thinks she's going to weigh. Now, I've already made my prediction. I think she's going to be 8 pounds, 4 ounces. That is my prediction. I don't know where I got that from. That's just the number that pops in my head. And so I'm going to stick with my instinct. I could be wrong. She could be bigger. She could be smaller. But for fun, my estimate is 8 pounds, 4 ounces of baby. And so I'll put up a post and get everybody's estimations for fun to see what we think. And we'll see when she's estimated to come. And we know they say first babies go longer than 40 weeks. I'm hoping she does not decide to stay in past 40 weeks. But at the same time, I am going to leave her undisturbed and let her come on her own. So I'm not going to really be around here trying to make her come. She'll come when she's ready. And that's perfectly fine with me. Like I said, I hope it's not past 40 weeks. But we'll see. Like I said, we got plenty of vlogs coming up. Baby shower vlog. I'm also going to be doing a body cast vlog sometime next week. Yeah, we're going to be doing the body cast. And so you guys should definitely tag along for that. I'll make sure to record that. So off the top of my head, you have 1, 2, 3 vlogs that's coming up in the next week or two. Baby shower vlog by Monday, because the baby shower is Saturday, and if I can get it edited by Sunday, it'll be up Sunday. But if not, Monday. Body cast will be probably by next weekend. Not this one coming up, but the one after that. Setting up the birthing space will be sometime in the next, what you want to say, 2 to 3 weeks?
4 to be safe.
4 to be safe.
Because we still have to do the guest room for everyone that's coming.
Yeah, so my mom is coming up for the birth, and my best friend is coming up for the birth. So we have to get the guest room and stuff set up. So that's a whole nother project. So my plate's full, and I'm going to try to record as much of it as I can to keep everybody on point to know what's happening. But I'm really excited for y'all to see everything for the baby shower, because I never dropped the theme or told y'all what the theme was. And so tagging along for that, I'm ready for y'all to see how everything is going to look when it comes together. And I'm ready for y'all to see my outfit. I have a hair appointment. That's another thing why I didn't want to do this vlog yet. My hair is not done. I have not had a retwist since September, and my hair appointment is in another day. It's on Wednesday when I get to Orlando. And so I'm about to have a whole total baby shower, mother-to-be glow up. I'm about to have a new hair color, hairstyle. I'm about to have my makeup done. Like, I'm about to look brand new in a couple of days, and I wanted to kind of try to hold out. But I know that I hadn't done a vlog since the second well, I'm about to say second trimester update. And so I wanted to at least let y'all know what's been going on with me. Third trimester has been hitting me hard. Like I said, I've been struggling in here. Like right now, I'm sitting on this floor, and getting off of this floor is going to be a task all on its own, to be completely honest. Like, and I live on the 3rd floor of my apartment building, so coming up 3 flights of stairs is a whole nother job in its own. And so right now, while I've been talking to y'all, I pretty much finished packing this entire suitcase because I had to clean out my entire car, and I'm only taking 1 suitcase with both of our clothes in it because I want to be able to accommodate all the things that I'm bringing back for the baby shower. So I pretty much packed this suitcase because I'm getting on the road in the morning to go to Orlando for the week. And so I haven't been home. It ain't been that long for me. I was just home in October, but I'm excited to go home, and I'm excited for all the things that's coming this week. And so if you have questions or you have other things you want to see, write it in the comments, write it on my Instagram. But you definitely have a lot of vlogs coming up, a lot of things coming up. But if y'all have questions about things specific, I will make separate mini vlogs or videos about that. Yeah, we talked about the red raspberry tea. And so, other than that, catch me on the gram. Make sure you are following my page. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Until next time.
I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you.